Hey guys, hello, how are you? It's me, Catherine Oster, and I am live on Facebook right now for Coffee Chat. And for those of you who may not know me, like I said, my name is Catherine Oster, and I am a certified facilitator with Access Consciousness. Good morning, Carol. And Access Consciousness is this set of tools. It's basically mindset, consciously creating your life. It invites you to consciously create your life. Hello, Loretta. And it's amazing. Like the tagline, the thing that really drew me into Access was if everything is possible and anything in your life can change, what would you like to have? And for some people, they're like, oh, that's stupid. That's not even possible. But for me, I was like, oh my God, yes, that. Hi, Nurhan. Oh my God, it's so great to have you guys live with me today. So I took my first Access class back in 2014, and I became a certified facilitator in 2018, meaning that I can facilitate these classes and talk about these tools. And so Coffee Chat is basically how I use these tools in my life and my experience with them. And today I'm going to be talking to you guys about a new program I have coming out, an online program. We're starting tomorrow, Thursday, September 24th, and it's called Generate Round 2, Choosing Beyond Poverty. And what it is it's a 30-day program where every day we run clearings, we talk about energetic exercises, and have conversations about choosing beyond poverty. So, what is poverty? Well, I found this definition in the reference materials, which is this whole platform of information from Access. And Gary Douglas, who is one of the founders of Access, defines poverty as not being everything you are, not getting everything you desire in life, and pretending that you can't. My definition of poverty is not being as aware as you actually are. And then I was like, wow, not being as aware as you actually are, not being everything you are, not getting everything you desire in life, and pretending that you can't. It's not actually about money. It's actually a mindset. So another thing that I dove into is this book called Prosperity Consciousness, which is it's written by Steve and Chutisa Bowman, who are huge like business leader figures in the world, and they take Access tools to corporate businesses. Now they don't pock and potter run that crazy clearing statement, but they have conversations. It's like inviting yourself to move from scarcity consciousness to the mindset of prosperity consciousness. And so I was looking at myself the last couple of days of what is poverty? What is poverty? Poverty is when you believe that if you have more, someone has to have less. See, it's that lack that you believe that there's only a limited amount of resources in the world, and if you are having more, then other people have to have less than you. And what if that's not really true? Ask yourself, truth, is that true? Does me having more mean that other people have to have less? And it's kind of digging into these little points of view that we have in our lives that are limiting us, that are not true, but we're functioning from them without even knowing that we are. Poverty. When you force yourself to choose either or, when you force yourself to choose either or, so it's like, well, I want to get a new vehicle, so then I have to sell my old one because I can't have both. Or I want to have It's basically like I want to buy new lipstick, but I can't have too much makeup, so I better get rid of my old stuff. You know, that either or mentality when you force yourself to choose either or. And this kind of came up for me. I, oh my God, using the tools. I have built an indoor riding arena. I'm also a horse trainer and a riding coach. And I built this amazing building. It got built in 2016. Now, I also desire to have a new horse trailer. The first horse trailer I bought for myself was back in 2007, and I've had the same one for 13 years, and it's still good, it's still usable, but it's old, and the horses I have now are bigger, and I want to get like a more spacious horse trailer for them to ride around in. So my husband is like, well, you have an indoor riding arena. What do you need a new horse trailer for? That's his. It's like either or, you know. And I'm like, why not have a new horse trailer too? I mean, I don't want to have to choose. And it was funny because this mindset also came up for me when I was building the arena. So the indoor riding arena I built, it's fairly big. It's an 80 by 200, 80 feet wide by 200 feet long. And the whole time, like leading up to building it, I was like, well, I could just make it smaller and then it wouldn't be as much money and it wouldn't stand out as much and it wouldn't be as extravagant and it would be good enough. And I noticed myself thinking those things and I was like, but is that all I want in my life is good enough? You know, I don't plan on building another indoor riding arena really ever in my lifetime. I mean, who knows? But why not make it as big as I want it to be? Why not? You know, so are you settling for good enough? Okay, and another thing is when you believe, so when you believe in order to add something to your life, you have to take something away or not have something else. So it's like you have to sacrifice something in order to have something different. So for example, say you want to, okay, this is a good one. So say you want to save money to go on a family vacation and you want to start putting away $300 a month or something for your vacation. Well, then you start to go to, well, if I'm taking away, you know, if I need to add $300 here for my vacation, well, that means that I can't go out for supper anymore. And that means that I can't have my favorite coffee every week. And that means that I can't buy myself new clothes. You know, when you have that mindset to have something, you need to take away something. What if that's not really true? What if, so you've come to a conclusion about money. And what if you can start to ask to add money in other ways that you never thought? And you might say to me, well, Catherine, I already work a full-time job and I don't have any other time to work another job to have more money. But what if the universe is an abundant place? And what if it can support you in ways that are beyond what you have already decided or experienced? What if? Okay. And the moment, oh, what is the other I'm just looking at what I wrote down. Oh yeah, and when you believe, so it also shows up in another way, the scarcity consciousness, scarcity mentality. So for example, I am a certified facilitator. I also coach riding lessons. Now, there are other people who coach riding lessons within the area, but or there's other bars facilitators. I work with other bars facilitators. When you have the mentality of competition, when you are like, well, they have 5 clients, so those are 5 clients that aren't going to pay me, you know, again, you're buying that there is a limited amount of clientele. And is that really true? So then what that starts to put you into is competition with them, you know, feeling like you're less than they are. And it brings up all of these feelings of unworthiness and not deserving. And is that really true about you? Or is there another possibility beyond this competition, where you can acknowledge that you are great as you? There is no limited amount of people in the world. And trust that that clients choose a facilitator or a coach or a class based on the energy that they require at that moment, because every facilitator offers a different gift than another one. People require different things at different times. So when there's people who take classes with me that take classes with other people, I'm always so excited about it because they're choosing. And I know that if they require to have another class with me ever again, they will choose that. So when you find yourself going into worrying about, like, trying to control your life and worrying that there is a lack of clients, a lack of money, stop it and know that you are functioning from scarcity consciousness. And what if there's another possibility for you to choose prosperity consciousness? So that is what the 30-day program, that's what we're going to look at and engage with every day over the next 30 days. So I'm just going to read the book, part of the book, for you guys. So, a practical process. Okay, so if one of these statements reads true for you, if you recognize one of these statements as true for you in your life, then you are under the spell of scarcity mindset. Even one of the above outlooks that I'm going to tell you, deeply ingrained within your psyche, is enough to interfere with your efforts to become wealthy and successful. Number one, you find yourself going through the day saying, there isn't enough of this, and I don't have enough of that. Number two, your judgments, outlook, and viewpoints are governed by the fear of not having enough money. Number three, money is the number one cause of your stress. I don't have money is a thread that runs through your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Number four, you stay in a career that you hate for fear of not being able to get another job. Number five, you spend your days doing work you don't really want to do just so you can make more money. And number six, you have abandoned your dreams and you are fearful of taking even the slightest chance with money. And number seven, you are fearful of losing what you have. Number eight, you are driven in an endless and unfulfilling pursuit of more money, resources, and assets. And number nine, it is difficult for you to share recognition and credit, power, or profit, even with those who assisted you to achieve the outcome. And number 10, you have a hard time being genuinely happy for the success of other people. And number 11, money causes fighting, struggle, hostility, resentment, and unhappiness in your life. So, if you notice some of those occurring for you in your life, and you would like to change that for yourself, I invite you to join me on this 30-day program. It's $50, and I made different packages. You can check that out. I'll post the link with this video. And one of the things in the prologue of this, I'm going to read to you because this book is just brilliant. Prosperity consciousness is not an extraordinary privilege or a special treat that is only bestowed to some people and not to others. Prosperity consciousness is a knowable and attainable state of beingness that is available to everyone if they choose to claim, own, and acknowledge it. We have discovered over decades of working in this area that more than anything else, people are held back from being prosperous and successful by their points of view about money and prosperity and abundance. It is not because that they were born in a poor family, or because they didn't get a college education, or because they were disadvantaged to begin with. The lack of prosperity in many people's lives is due to the way that they view money and resources. And their viewpoints about money impose severe limitations on the prosperity that they can experience. With the points of view that they have adopted, they create for themselves a scarcity paradigm. Prosperity consciousness is not just about possessions and money. Prosperity consciousness is about the joyful expression of life, a sense of expansiveness, a joy of being, and a sense of abundance in all things. So, I'm excited. I first read this book probably 3 years ago, maybe more. I've read it about 5 times. And the first time I read through it, all of those things that I read to you, they were very prevalent in my life. And I was very much, money was an everyday worry for me. But since I have gone through this book and since I've been choosing to acknowledge those little innuendos that aren't really true, it has changed for me. And it is so much more ease, you know, having things in my life and having money and creating money. And it is amazing how money can show up, truly as if by magic, if you are willing to let go of some of the patterns and some of the points of view that you're functioning from with it. Because my experience has been is they're not even true. But your mind is very powerful, and truly your point of view creates your reality. So if you have a point of view and you believe that you have to work hard for money, then that is what you will create as your life. And when you're ready to change that, you can. And so, if now is the time for you, I invite you to join me on a 30-day adventure of choosing beyond poverty. Okay, lovelies. I'll post a link with this video right after I get off, and you'll probably see it on my Facebook page if you're intrigued. And if you don't find it and you want to join, send me a message. I can get you all the details. Okay, I adore you. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'm so grateful for you guys showing up and watching me. And if you want to share this video, I would be so grateful. Bye-bye for now.